Reece James is now ready to face Arsenal this weekend. The report claims that Chelsea captain Reece James is now quite fit and ready to play for Chelsea this weekend. According to The Athletic, he can now return from suspension and injury to Arsenal's visit to Stamford Bridge. James has been absent since the first match of the season against Liverpool. Unfortunately, the injury problem does not seem to leave him for this season. Now it has been claimed that Reece James is available for this weekend, making Mauricio Pochettino face a big puzzle in terms of the role of right-back. The worst scenario that may occur today is that the British international must return too early, given the history of recurring problems. Therefore, Cucurella or Gusto might appear as a starter, even though they will face the biggest test this season against Gabriel Martinelli. Chelsea joined Spanish clubs in a race to recruit RB Leipzig star Dani Olmo. According to SportsBild, Chelsea and Arsenal and the La Liga club Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid carefully monitored the situation of RB Leipzig star Dani Olmo this summer. The Spanish striker has a release clause of £51.7 or Euro 60 million, which is not a big cost for clubs like Chelsea. Olmo is a versatile attacking midfielder who is able to play in the three positions of the attacker and is player number 10. Chelsea has shown the desire to spend a lot of money in the recent transfer window, and this trend might survive under Pochettino's care. The Argentine manager needs time to reshape the squad to be in line with his preferences, and the club council may give him financial support to secure Olmo services through an attractive transfer agreement. Barcelona is targeting young Chelsea player Ian Matseen when the Dutch player's contract is over. Sport claims that Barcelona has followed Matseen for years because of his offensive ability, after appearing as a winger and left back during his career so far. Barca is looking for a left back because Marcos Alonso's contract will end at the end of this season, but they will not consider any transfer until January when they can judge the situation appropriately. Chelsea will be willing to sell Matseen at the right price, as evidenced by the failure of his transfer to Burnley, with the Blues still trying to balance their financial fair play numbers after 18 months of spending a large fee. However, Barca are not willing to pay a large fee for Matseen in January because of their financial situation, and will only see him as a candidate for Bosman in the summer. Alejandro Balde is currently the main left back of the club, and Barca has no desire to change it, but Matseen's potential and potential abilities have attracted the club's attention. Although options such as Valentin Barco and young players Alex Valle, who are currently loaned to Levante, are being considered. Chelsea have shown an interest in contracting teenage players Palmeiras Estevao and Luis Guilherme. Real Madrid also monitors Estevao. Los Blancos is considered the foremost because of their positive relations with Brazilian clubs. However, they face competition from Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester City. In addition, Barcelona, Inter, and Juventus have monitored Estevao. This South American sensational player has become part of the Palmeiras first-team squad under Abel Ferreira. Previously, English clubs faced challenges when trying to recruit Brazilian players, but the change in the work permit rules now allows the English league clubs to immediately acquire players from the Brazilian market. Instead of relying on European options and paying high transfer fees, they can now interact directly with these clubs to secure the signing of players. Chelsea have been sent a clear message about an impressive Crystal Palace defender, Marc Guehi. Since joining Crystal Palace, Guehi has been an integral part of the team and has proven itself as one of the most promising young defenders in the Premier League today. Last summer, it was claimed that Chelsea, along with clubs like Arsenal and Manchester United, really wanted to try and get a Guehi agreement, but Palace did not intend to let him go unless there was a big offer proposed. Speaking to TalkSport, Danny Murphy claimed that Chelsea should have included a repurchase clause in Marc Guehi's contract with Crystal Palace. He said, "I think it's always difficult when players are on a certain journey that is not in line with the club, and what I mean is that he wants to play every week. He may be in Chelsea when the player in front of him is right in front of him. And even though you might see the potential and talent that arises for the next 1 or 2 years, if he is really uneasy, and there is benefit to spending it and taking money for him and let him go, I mean, they must do it. Maybe I have included a repurchase clause in a reasonable amount." People who are close to Mudryk think that he is a sleeping superstar in the squad. They claim that people who are close to Mykhailo Mudryk are convinced that only a matter of time before the player explodes. It can be understood that there is a belief that the Ukraine international is a hidden gem in the group at Stamford Bridge. In addition, the report explained that Chelsea still had great confidence that the signing of £89 million would bring benefits to them. Journalist Ben Jacobs reported through GiveMeSport earlier this month that Mudryk had really impressed his teammate at Chelsea with his performance in training at Cobham. He has the ability to pass the opponent as if they were not there with his speed and skills. The 22-year-old player must certainly look at the current condition of Blues and think that he has the potential to become a regular starter. With Christopher Nkunku, who is still absent due to injury, other Chelsea strikers need to take advantage of these opportunities. Romeo Lavia will be absent until December due to ankle injury. Young Chelsea player Romeo Lavia might have to wait until December to make his debut for Chelsea. The Blues brought in the 19-year-old player with an agreement of £58 million this summer. The Daily Mail claims there is a possibility he will return to action in the teams at the end of November because he can walk again without wearing protective shoes. This young player has also begun to do some rehabilitation work in the swimming pool, the club's training ground, but it is likely to take time before he is ready to play again. Manager Mauricio Pochettino has handled injury problems on several key players. Wesley Fofana, Ben Chilwell, and Christopher Nkunku will definitely miss the upcoming Premier League match against Arsenal. Axel Disasi, Cole Palmer, Nicholas Jackson, Mykhailo Mudryk, and Armando Broja were also doubtful in the match at Stamford Bridge. Mauricio Pochettino hopes Raheem Sterling can continue his impressive performance in front of goal when Chelsea face Arsenal in the Premier League this weekend. Sterling once worked with Mikel Arteta in Manchester City. According to The Athletic, Sterling is a player that Arteta likes, and he even explores the possibility of bringing him to Arsenal, before finally getting the services of Gabriel Jesus and Oleksandr Zinchenko, with Sterling instead joined Chelsea. Although it is said that Arteta is a big fan of Sterling, it seems that the feeling is mutually beneficial when seen from what Sterling said. According to Mirror, speaking in October 2020, Sterling said, "Arteta is a person who has many votes in Man City. The manager believes it, and he has a lot of influence on the players in Manchester City and the team as well. So I know as soon as he joins Arsenal, it will be a great opportunity for him, but he will also definitely apply what he wants to carry. And he's the person who will make a decision and not let everything pass away. Look with children at Arsenal. They know if they don't run, they will most likely not play.